Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Balatro, where today we're going to take another couple of cracks here at the anaglyph deck on Orange Stake. And if we can't find our footing, we might swap over to challenges or something, but like, I want to give this a few more runs. I feel like we can make this happen. So obviously, that's pretty soft. Yeah, I guess I'll play for the dollar or whatever. If we can get a nice high flush or straight, we can get out of here with like $3. So these are not very like. There's certainly a straight in here. It's not very high, but yeah, like I guess let's just take it. With only 2 discards, you can only afford to be so choosy, you know. And then actually, never mind. That's not a queen. Do we look for the queen? We have 8 hearts left. I don't know. I don't feel like it's super likely that we're going to find the flush or the straight here. 2 pair is going to be 40 times. You know what? Actually, that's sufficient. 40 plus 20 times, yeah. Okay, $2 is whatever. Yeah, none of this stuff is worth picking up, I don't think. But hey, look at that. Now we get an interest. It's something, you know? So we could go for the spade or the heart flush here. I mean, 3, 5, 6, 7 is something. Maybe we draw the 4. Maybe we pull some other stuff higher up. That's an okay start. And then you get to follow it up with an immediate full house off the top, which I feel like is going to be sufficient. All right, I sure would love to find a meaningful joker. I mean, gluttonous joker's not horrible. Yeah, we'll grab this is like a get you through kind of joker, just for a little while. So. And we're looking at basically the exact same setup here. Obviously, things are a little bit uglier because part of our straight is debuffed, but we do have that. We do have the club. It's wild how few clubs we're drawing all of a sudden, isn't it? What a strange coincidence. All right, good enough. Gets us home. Still looking for some better jokers for sure. I might hold on this. We certainly are not buying an Eternal Splash. Criminy. This would probably get us a little bit further. We're definitely looking for like interesting things to do with our double tag. Honestly, investment tag is interesting. I don't think we're doing double Mega Arcana packs. Once again, just like feeling all of a sudden weirdly low on clubs. It's strange how that happens. Do we want to? I mean, obviously the club flush would be phenomenal. Do I want to try for the diamond flush? We have 8 diamonds left in the deck, so it's like 1 in 5. The thing is, we can't really pursue the straight while also doing the diamond thing. I guess it only costs us like 2 discards. I'm going to try this discard. It's pretty soft. And yeah, it did not get us anywhere. We're gonna have to do another hand after this for sure. You know what would be really sick is a hand that had some fucking clubs in it. It'd be incredible. How are we on 4 diamonds again already? There's like no diamonds left in the deck. gonna be getting out of this one pretty narrowly. I should have pulled that 6 as well. I'm just like not playing all the cards that I'm entitled to. And a pair. Wow. You're so generous. Okay, well, let's try it again. Yeah, that was pretty funny how all of a sudden, the second we had that Joker, all of a sudden the clubs were just like gone from the deck. So what? 8, 9, 10. Okay, hold the jack. That's good enough. Why can't I click on the right cards? I mean, a lot of hands contain a pair. I think I'm gonna hit this buffoon pack though. Show me maybe something a little more compelling. The gluttonous Joker, it's here to taunt us. Satellite, no good at this point in the game. I mean, I guess we'll take the gluttonous Joker again. I'm not immune to being taunted, apparently. Well, I think the only thing to do here is go for the spade flush. That hand is just not showing us anything else. Yeah, this one kind of isn't either, huh? This is just, this is not really close to anything. How many 5s we got left? There's one more 5 in the deck. So we've lost one already, which makes it pretty unlikely that we'd hit the full house. Or the, 3 of a kind or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just like toss away a bunch of the lower. Keep the club just in case. All right. With 2 clubs in there, that will certainly get us where we're going. Times 4 mult every 6 hands played. Yeah, no thanks. That's a little broad. I guess the thing to do is to try to pursue the heart flush. Even though it doesn't leave us in much of a spot if, it doesn't work. It's got me discarding 3 clubs. I don't really like discard 3 clubs, honestly. Like, I might just take the 2 pair. Just because it has 2 scoring clubs in it. It'll get us, it'll get us most of the way there. And then... Alright. Call it good enough and let's go. Show me something interesting. Okay, grabber's definitely interesting, but it's something we want to hold on to, or hold off on. Yeah, let's just show the next thing. So we're definitely not garbage tagging. I don't really want to boss tag, but like if we play both the small blind and the big blind, obviously pillar could be a little ugly. I guess we'll see what it is we actually use out here. Boy, this hand does not have a lot of juice. We're looking at something in the neighborhood of like, just try to build the straight around there. Maybe I hold the 8, because if we get lucky and draw the 9, we can get it in 1 card. And then like, this is worthless. We drew kind of like nothing. Yeah, this is really terrible. All right, well, let's play a pair off the bottom half here. There are 9s in the deck, to be clear. They do exist. The game would have you believe that they do not. We're never going to see one, is the important thing. This is almost a spade flush. Somehow our deck is just 60%, like 70% spades and clubs. We have one hand left after this one. And this one we can't play anything. So we have to hold out for something that involves a fair number of clubs. Because that's the only way we're going to make it. So like, honestly, if we were to draw the ace of clubs or the nine of clubs, I don't know if this straight would even be good enough at this point. But I do think it's the only chance we have of making a decent score. It'd be really cool if we had drawn even more, like the 10 of clubs and stuff. Like, but this I think is the best we're gonna do. It is not good enough. Yeah, that Joker. They should include on it that it erases the clubs from your deck. Makes it impossible to draw them. Because I feel like that's relevant information. Show me a pair of something. Okay, that'll do. When a tarot card is selected, or create a tarot card when a blind is selected, I mean, that's cool, but it's not the kind of thing we need to be picking up right now. Neither is an economy joker, frankly. Oh, man. He's getting some like really ugly hands here. All right, we only need 126 more. I can't believe we got 3 jokers. Or three jacks after already pulling the straight we just pulled. Cool, no jokers at all. Choose 2 of up to 4 spectral cards to be used immediately, though. This... Alright, I'm going to go for this, even though it's, like, devastating. Because, yeah, there are situations where it can create... A couple of spectral cards can do some pretty fucked up stuff to your deck. As much as I want to hit Immolate on this, I wonder... Like, just burning a bunch of cards and getting to $20 is cool, but we're probably going to be burning out, like, whatever. I'm doing it. We need the money. Listen, we don't necessarily have to play to the order, but now we have the order. And we have $20 to pursue real stuff in this shop. Like, this has definitely given us some interesting avenues. So I'm gonna discard around this, like, find a 10. I mean, if we don't find a 10, we can, potentially find stuff leaning up or down and maybe just make a heart flush happen. We don't actually need a joker's help at this point. Wow. Okay. Well, just play another flush. It's fully debuffed, but it's still 140 chips. It's not a horrible hand. And then... There are 7 clubs left in this deck. The odds of drawing at least one are quite high. It's polychrome, but it's eternal, and it's like it's not a thing we'd be activating anytime soon, probably. An eternal Fibonacci is also kind of interesting. So when we hit that shot, it took out a 6, a 9, a queen, and an ace. So we don't really have any particular range that's like super valuable. Yeah, those cards were spaced perfectly to make it like equally bad for every kind of straight. I don't know. I don't think you take an eternal Fibonacci when you have no particular reason to think that you'll be able to to make things happen. Like, if we focus on low straights with this, it could give us a lot of mult. Yeah, I don't know. Let's pop open a buffoon pack first. Let's see what we get. Chance to create a tarot card when booster packs are opened. I guess. I don't think any of this is like really good. I'm just gonna hold. So let's see if we can find our way to a straight here, especially a straight with no discards remaining. This might get us a heart flush instead, which would be totally fine. And in fact, that is what happened. Yeah, it's really easy to turn Mystic. I don't think Mystic Summit's very good overall, but it's really easy to turn it on with the discard reduction that you're suffering at this stake level. So maybe it's fine. Nothing that improves score very much. What are we looking at? I mean, we're gonna take another shop. I guess I just hold. I don't know. We're having a hard time finding anything that's like interesting enough to start a run off of. 3, 4, 5, 6 obviously has a lot of value. Okay, we should do another discard probably before we take the straight. Yeah, just to make sure that it's as juiced as it can be. Decent. So another 12 bucks. Runner plays pretty well with, and like Runner is definitely a keeper. Space Joker is. If Space Joker, I don't know. I'm going to say something now, and it's going to be kind of a silly, like, I know humans are really bad at feeling out probability. It does not feel like Space Joker fires on 1 in 4 hands. It feels like it's maybe a quarter of that. If Space Joker actually fired on 1 in 4 hands, I think it would be really good. Are we? The thing is, in order to not have it eat the order, we have to keep it to the right of the order if we don't have something to feed it. I'm not sure that we can afford to keep feeding Ceremonial Dagger. I don't think we're in a good position to start a Ceremonial Dagger. On the other hand, Flower Pot is nothing. Pretty much always. You know, okay, does a wild card automatically turn it on? You know what, let's take it so that we can test that. And I'm kind of thinking about buying both of these. We have the room. Fuck it. You two, get in here. Paintbrush is real good. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can get forward. Let's see if we can get up like Mark Echo. So right, I think we'll like try around here. See if we can, yeah, okay. I'll take that. If I don't run the 10, I can run the 5. I don't know if this will count, like, Scores no chips. All abilities are disabled. I'm gonna assume that means flower pot won't work. Also, this should really be over here. But yeah, we'll do this. And then we are offered up a full house, and I think we should probably just take it. Okay, now start looking for stuff again. So we got a 3, 4, 5, 7. Don't know that matters terribly. I guess like if you could get flower pot, it would be cool, but we can't. So I don't know. It doesn't matter what we take here. So no more discards. We have 2 pair that's not going to get us anywhere. But we could take 1 pair and all of these garbage cards and just try to... Okay, sufficient. Right, being out of discards. Being out of discards makes it real. Okay. This will probably not gain any mult anytime soon, but it does just have 10 mult on it. I'm definitely looking at that, definitely considering. I think we're gonna just go to the next round. Okay, this is not compelling. This might be coupon tag on 2 doubles, just make the next 3 shops free. Might be worth doing. It'll give us time to build up some pretty significant income. Or some pretty significant interest, rather. And look at that, I'm talking shit about flower pot, but there it is. It's just hard to make it work in situations where you like need it to work. I don't know, like, photograph is probably not where we're trying to live. And the double applies, the ×2 applies before any of your jokers will apply. So it's usually going to be actually quite small. It would be another thing if we had, like, levels. We don't, but I think I am gonna hit the Arcana pack here at least. Okay, a death card is interesting. To be perfectly honest with you, I might just turn something into a 6 of diamonds. Queens are already low enough that like maybe we just aren't doing that. Maybe we're not playing up there, and if we're not playing up there, maybe like this is a reasonable death. Kind of makes kings useless for us, but sixes are valuable, you know? I am going to do this. So the next 3 shops will be free. Hearts are debuffed, and what are we looking at here? Well, I mean, we are just looking at a spade flush straight up, leaving us with 2, 4, 5. Like, I think it's okay to take this. Sort of like it is like a discard in a way. Discard y'all and probably like, yeah, probably these. Okay, so we have the ace through 5. What else am I looking for then? Because I do want to discard before we hit it. We discard the 3, the dead 3. I guess just see what else comes. All right, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sadly, no spades. So even if the heart wasn't debuffed, we still wouldn't get the flower pot. It's tough. Flower pot's tough. All right, and then we could take like the the completely debuffed flush. It opens up some space in our hand at least. Does the 2 pair work at all? It's going to get plus 15, plus 50. So, what? 70 times 7 plus 18 is 87 times 7, which is not sufficient. Well, but it wouldn't, it wouldn't have to be sufficient by itself. Yeah, maybe 2 pair. Also spending like just another debuffed card. Oh, I was not calculating something in there. Okay, so Golden Joker, I mean, a Golden Joker that's free. Space Joker did fire on the 2 pair. It didn't, because of course it did. Just on that one though. Yeah, the problem with Space Joker is that it effectively does nothing most of the time. Hollow 6 of Hearts, you know what? I love a 6. Who doesn't love a 6? A 3? Sure. I think we are doing that low end thing. So we're still doing a fair number of flushes, but I don't know that I actually want this Joker. Wasteful I'll take though. I know it makes it less likely to activate Mystic Summit, but upgrade, I do like orbital tags broadly. I don't think upgrade pair by 3 levels is really worth running. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Let's drop wow, just drew 3 7s. Does that change the way I want to do this? Probably not. I think this is fine. I always, for some reason in my head, I always treat the blue seal like it's a purple seal. I discarded that fully expecting to get a planet card from it. It is a little bit of a bummer that the function of the seals is not a little bit more consistent. So we got 5, 6, 7. We just build around the 5, 6, 7, I guess. Keep the 9. Okay, not looking super great. So we definitely want to keep the 7 of clubs. I guess we can drop the 5. Like at this point, if we pull the 8, well, if we pull the 8 at this point, I do 5 through 9 because hearts. Because flower pot. I guess, yeah, let's discard like this. Okay, so now Mystic Summit is on. And we're getting there on flower pot a remarkable amount of the time. It's random, it's uncontrollable, but it is paying out, and I think it's worth acknowledging. I don't trust the bus. Wait, our luck's going today? I don't know if I want any of these. I guess that, the ace is fine. And we could start doing rerolls. You know what, we'll have a little bit of a look. So Abstract Joker is just better than Mystic Summit, right? It's 15 mult all the time. Do I want an Eternal Abstract Joker? Probably not. Eternal's rough. But there's a good chance you hold an Abstract Joker to the end of Ante 8 at least. I don't know. I'm gonna not take it. Raised Fist is going to beat Mystic Summit on anything higher than a 7 being your lowest card in hand. It's still pretty unreliable. Yeah, we can force Mystic Summit. It's fine. For the moment, it's fine. So 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it doesn't leave us with a lot to work with. If we're keeping one card, I guess it would be one of the 3s. Right, so now we have a base here, and we have a base that is 3 suited as well, which is nice. Still didn't actually get there. Let's try one more time. Okay, the jack showed up. And it was the correct suited jack and everything. Alright, that flower pot is happening. Don't really want Scholar. I don't think I want a stone card either, but the thing that's nice about this is that at least we can buy it and then resell it. We don't have the space to do that with the Joker. Yeah, that's awesome. It's actually extremely awesome. I don't think we'll take either of those. These are not compelling enough. This seems like it's... I don't know. Being able to get ×3 mult, but only on one hand per round. Maybe I'm undervaluing that. It doesn't seem very good to me. Hearts is still a strong suit. You know what? I'm going to take this. Start adjusting our deck a little bit. Okay, so... I mean, there's nothing to do here except just discard 5 cards, right? Very difficult to imagine. Interesting. Okay, well... What I might do here is, like... I'm gonna Heartwash 3. Okay, 7 Jack. I think we'll just play this flush. Not amazing, but it gets the cards out of our hand and then leaves us with this situation. So we don't want these. As much as I would love to turn on Flower Pot, it's hard not to want to play that 6. We could keep 2 6s. Okay, so this one does not get us Flower Pot. Is it still the right thing to play? I guess we can discard around it one more time and see if we can get there. I'm gonna go ahead and drop. The thing is, if we don't get it, we do want to play this. Yeah, all right. I guess I'm not gonna drop this. Okay, so we can run 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this gets us the ×3. This is fine. Actually, what am I doing? We can run that with the 10. It works just fine. I'm glad I kept the other 6. And then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 is another straight. And we get a planet, and it's Saturn. That actually worked out really well. Now we have to actually look at the prices for packs again, and it reminds us of the hell that we are in. I will pay it once. We'll see. We'll get completely screwed on it. Sure, fine. You know, I could pick up the telescope. I'm not going to, but I could. Okay, here's a question. Do we want to skip and get to open 3 Mega Buffoon packs, looking for, like, the real juice? I think this is an okay time for this. Tempo-wise, this is a good moment to be searching. We're not doing that for sure. Destroying our 6 is, like, very counterproductive. Shoot the Moon is not horrible. And we might be in a position here where, like, Golden Joker is no longer really necessary. And I don't know that I'm going to take another one out of here. I mean, we could replace Flower Pot with... No, I don't think so. We may not end up holding onto this Shoot the Moon either. Okay, so this is only 1.5 right now. It's a little bit of a shame, but it's doing more for us. Like, just sitting there passively being times 1.5 is certainly something. Beats, it probably beats Shoot the Moon most of the time. Shoot the Moon's gonna be cool occasionally, but we're not really, like, designed to take any special advantage of it. And we'll probably skip more blinds before the end of the run. Plus, just, you know, multiplier, like, you stack them up. It does do some cool things. Do I want to sell Mystic Summit for Crazy Joker? Because we're at the point now where, like, the ×3 is really important. We don't really have the tools to force a straight yet. Look, we can't guarantee every hand's going to be one. I'm going to, though. Perhaps this is foolish. We'll see. Or perhaps it's irrelevant. It's not. It's not. None of these are things that are going to make me actually change anything. But okay. I mean, you gotta see some cards. You gotta get the ability to make decisions, right? So then we have like this discard, I think. Sort of a space in the middle here where if we can fill it in and, like, even if it tilts to one direction or the other, we can start working on the straight. Actually, that worked out really well. So if we don't take the jack, like, we have the 4 suit straight right there, which I think means we just discard everything around it, looking for... I don't even know what we're looking for. We could use the death card. I'd prefer to hold out and try to find that really good 6. So let's see. If we go Queen, Jack, 10... Yeah, the problem here is that the 6 is the only club, and it's at this end. Okay, so now that we've got all of our stuff active at the same time, let's... Yeah, that is all 4 suits. Do I want to copy something? No, I guess not right now. Runner's up to 110 chips. It's getting there. It's doing all right. Don't think we want any of this stuff. Do we want to buy Telescope? Celestial packs are going to get harder and harder to buy. We're going to be doing that less and less. I think we just move on. Okay, so now this is like copying the holographic 6. It's definitely a little bit more compelling. I think I will do it. Well, I probably don't want to use the queen, even though right now... Even though generally we are devaluing our queens and kings. Because right now we might actually use that queen to make a straight. But we can probably afford to do this. All right, we've had a suit is debuffed as the boss blind. This is the third time I think this run. Weird. So I think let's, as much as these are cool, I think let's discard around this straight. Hoping to find that 9. Yeah, I think we stick to the plan. Okay, an ace and a 9, in fact. No heart, though. Well, I'm inclined to take it and try to find another straight lower later. This one's not gonna get it's not gonna shoot us out of here, but it is gonna upgrade Joker at least. Okay, so now we're looking for a jack or a 7. Which is 2 7s, 2 jacks. Well, you know, it is what it is. Well, I have like a proper discard left. What am I doing? Sorry, not a jack or a 7. Like the 7 was important. I do actually need the 7. It sucks that this is all fucked up because this is such a good card. We have a full house here, but it's not gonna matter. Yeah. Since we're not probably gonna get Flower Pot anyway, I think we can probably just discard this. We're still looking for, honestly, we're still looking for 7. There are no queens left, but a 7 will do it. Okay. It's getting a little nervous. Man. The 8 of diamonds is gone already. That's a real shame. A straight flush would have done all right for us here. Okay, that was not as valuable as I thought it was going to be, if I'm totally honest. And now I need to make a lot of chips, and there's no way to do that with this hand. Yeah, I got 3 of everything, three of every suit except diamonds, and it's just trash. Well, this is what we got. Was not sufficient. Brutal. We are just taking an absolute beating here. That one was getting there. It was still missing something like just a flat chunk of mult, like a what do you call it? The one that gains mult when you play Arcana cards, or I don't know. Yeah, this is fine-ish, but the number on it needs to be higher, frankly. All right, well, I think we're just gonna go ahead and drop out then. And 45 minutes into the episode, do we want to start a challenge? You know what? I think I'm gonna just go ahead and take my beating, and live with it for a second here. We're gonna learn some things. We're gonna internalize some lessons. That's gonna be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we might go ahead and hit some challenges, because these are hitting hard. And I do know that there's an experimental patch in the works. And it's it's available to play in a beta form or whatever. Like, I'll play the patch when they release the patch, when they're done designing the patch. So I think we'll keep at the game as it is for the moment. So that's gonna be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and when you return next time, probably a couple of cracks in the challenge mode. I will see you then.